Hi friends, welcome back to the series of videos on a plastic part design. So in today's video, we are going to create a plastic soap case by using CATIA V5 workbench. So for that I am using a generative shape design workbench. So I will activate a generative shape design workbench. So it is good practice to have a geometrical set. So I will use a different geometrical set as a plane. I will create one more geometrical set as a sketch. And I will create one more geometrical set as a surfaces. So we will be creating different geometrical set in a different geometrical objects into different geometrical sets. So I will create a simple sketch on this plane. So we will be creating a body of our soap case. So for that I will create a sketch by using elongated hole option. I will make dimension this as a 30 mm. I will make use of constraint toolbar to make these 2 points symmetric about this line. Specify this dimension as 50 mm. Okay, so this is my first sketch. Then I will activate this plane toolbar or plane geometrical set, and I will create a simple plane which is at a 30 mm. Then we will activate the sketch geometrical set. Then I will create one more sketch on this plane. So I will create a center point rectangle, and the dimension of this will be 175. The dimension of this will be 100 mm. Okay, I think I haven't selected a center point exactly at origin, so we need to make these two lines symmetric about this line, and we need to use a corner command to make these sharp corners into smooth corners. Okay, so we need to connect these two sketches by using multi-section surface command, but before that we need to create a guide curves. So I will create a guide curves passing through section 1 and section 2. So I will make these 2 points coincident to each other, and these 2 points coincident to each other, and I will specify the dimension of this radius as a 30. Similarly, I will make use of copy command. I will make a copy of this sketch. I will transfer this sketch by using symmetric command on other side. So these two guide curves are created easily. Then we will create two more guide curves. So I will create a sketch, and I will make these 2 points coincident. In order to make this point coincident, we need to have a reference of this. So I will make this entity as a construction element, and I will project this entity, and then I will make this point coincident to this endpoint, and I will specify the radius of this as a 45, suppose. Again we will be copying this entity. I will make this copy now on other side by using symmetry command. Okay, so I need to connect two sections by using 4 guide curves by using multi-section command. So I will choose multi-section surface. So before creating that surface we need, okay, so by mistakenly I have created all those sketches into surfaces tab. So I will transfer those sketches into sketches tab, and I will activate this surface tab now and use multi-section surface. This is my first section, second section, and then for guide I will select these guides. So before that, my closing point direction, one is at this location, one is at this location. So I will change the orientation of this closing point. For detailed information about this closing point, you can search on my videos on a multi-section surface or multi-section solid by using CATIA V5, and I will join by using multi-section surface. Again, I will fill this cavity by using fill command. Again, we need to create a lip at this location in order to increase the strength of a plastic part. So about that, you can get information on a snap design or lab design in a plastic part. So I will make one more sketch. So we'll make this dimension as a 185. So in order to have this distance as a 5 mm and this distance as a 5 mm, and a dimension of this line as a 110. Okay, then I will create a corner, and the corner radius will be 30, because in earlier case I have used corner radius as a 25 mm plus 5, it will be 30. Okay, then I will connect these two sections. So for that I will create a line between these two. So before that, I forgot to add this sketch into the sketches tab. Activate surfaces, create a line between these 2 points, and again I will use a sweep command. So this is my first guide call, this is my second guide call, and for anchor point I will again select this as a first point, this as a second point. Okay, then we need to create a stand for this soap. So this stand can be created by use of parallel curve. So I will again use a parallel curve option. I will select this sketch, and for support I will select this surface, and I will make offset distance as a 3 mm. Okay, then I will make use of extrude command to extrude this along Z direction. So the distance will be 10 mm and other side will be 0. So we'll make a stand for a given soap. We need to make a cutout at this location in order to provide a path to the water flow. So I will make use of elongated hole, and I will use a symmetric command to make these 2 points allow symmetry about this line, and this as a 35 mm. The dimension of this I will make it as a 3 or 3.5. So I will make it 3.5, and the distance of this line from the center line will be 35 mm. So it is good practice to create a fully defined sketch in a CATIA. So I will make a multiple copies of this. So I will make copies 5. Okay, and I will press exit. Again we need to transfer the sketch into the sketches tab. Then I will use the split command. So element to cut will be this one, and cutting element will be this one. Okay, so this split should be in the surfaces. So we have created this geometrical set in order to group those sketches into single tab. Okay, like this way, and I will make join between these two surfaces, these 3 surfaces, and I will make use of fillet command to avoid sharp corners, and I will make fillet radius as a 5 mm. Again I will create a fillet at this location. So let's see whether it will create a fillet. Yes, it will create a fillet of 5 mm. Okay, then we need to provide a cutout at this location in order to provide a path to water flow when water is in this direction and it want to flow in this direction. So I will again create a sketch. So before that I will activate the sketches tab. Okay, and I will make a sketch on this on a center plane. And I will create a arc like this one. And I will keep this distance as a 2.5. These two lines allow symmetry about this line, and the distance between the two lines will make it as 100, and I'll specify the radius. So, okay, then I will extrude this sketch. So I will again activate this surfaces tab, extrude this sketch in both direction by suppose 50, and I will use mirror extrude. Okay, then we will trim this extra portion. So I will element to collect, I will select this one, cutting element I will select this one, and I will hide this entity. Okay, so in this way we have created a plastic part. So the next step is to thicken this part. So I will hide all the unnecessary things in my model. Then we will create a body. So this is my main body. I will activate this body set. I will go into part design workbench, and I will specify thickness to this part. I will specify thickness is as a 0.5. Okay, again I will add one more body, and I will activate this body, and I will specify thickness to this part, and we will add these two bodies by using Boolean operation to this body, and again I will hide these surfaces. So in this way we can create a simple soap case which we are daily using by using plastic part design consideration. So if you want to specify material to this part, so I will use bottle green color, and I will activate material. Okay, if you want to have a render it, then you can use this camera and press on this render button. Okay, so in this way you can create a simple soap case. Similarly, we have created some other model of soap case, like one soap case like this one. So here we have provided a draft for easy ejection, and fillets, corner radius are there. We have provided this pattern in order to carry this soap case from one location to another location. One more soap case. So this is a real life soap case, and we have created a 3D model of this soap case. So I will show you this. Okay, so this way. So in next videos we will be seeing a more complex part which can be created by considering plastic design considerations, and also by using generative shape design workbench. Thank you friends.